Today we are going to do task 2 question, which is a problem-based essay. This is the question. In many countries, number of visitors to art galleries have declined steadily. What are the major reasons? What can be done to increase the number of visitors? Over here, the question is asking us about the reasons as well as what can be done to increase the number of visitors means the solutions. So this essay is a problem-based essay. Next, we should do paraphrasing of the question. For that, we need to paraphrase some words and sentences of the question by writing certain synonyms, like this. Number of visitors can be replaced by writing count of people. Art galleries can be written as art museums. Decline steadily can be written as plunged gradually, and major reasons can be replaced by writing cluster of causes. What actions can be done can be replaced by writing plausible or feasible solutions. The next thing to do is brainstorming. For that, we should think about some points related to causes. The first cause can be advancement of technology. The second point can be they are very monotonous and outdated. They here refers to museums. The third point can be high charges for entry, whereas the fourth point can be wastage of time. These are certain reasons which are responsible for the decline in the number of visitors to art galleries. Then comes brainstorming for solutions. The first point can be ticket price should be reduced. The second point, special discounts or privileges for local visitors. The third point can be school should plan excursions for juveniles. Whereas the fourth one can be efforts should be done to make such places interesting. After doing brainstorming, we should actually start writing the essay. For that, we need to write the introduction first. The introduction includes hook statement, paraphrasing, and thesis statement. Hook statement is a general statement related to the question and it is optional. If you have appropriate general statement, only then you should write it. Otherwise, you can simply start the introduction by paraphrasing the question into your own words by writing synonyms. So here is the introduction. The eternity and ubiquity of art is inexplicable. In the present age, count of people going to art museums have plunged gradually. There are a cluster of causes responsible for this, which are discussed in the subsequent paragraphs along with some plausible or feasible solutions. The first sentence is the hook statement over here. The second one is the paraphrasing of the question, which is in blue colors, whereas the third one is the thesis statement. The meaning of the word eternity means a state to which time has no application or timelessness. Ubiquity means the fact of appearing everywhere or of being very common. The meaning of the word plunged is move or fall suddenly and often a long way forward, down or into something. Then comes the body paragraph 1, which includes point, explanation of the point or point validation, and example. This is the body paragraph 1, which comprises of reasons. The paragraph starts with a connector which is written in bold letters. And the point is, to begin with the causes of this decrease, the cardinal reason is lack of time due to hectic schedule. To elaborate, people these days toil to earn their livelihood. Consequently, They deem it to be a wastage of time to go to such places. Over here, firstly, a point is written, that is lack of time, and then an explanation is given to this point. The second point begins with another connector, which is another reason, and the point is another reason for diminishing popularity of art is high amount of entrance fee. People do not feel like wasting money again on the things that they have already seen. The third point begins with a connector also, and the point is also individuals can easily have an access to arts of artists through internet and television by staying at home. For instance, many internal images of galleries are largely available either on internet, or documentaries are shown on television by explaining complete history of each art. Over here, the point is that arts are easily available these days through internet and television, and this point is supported with an example. Body paragraph 2 also includes point, explanation of point or point validation, and example. In this paragraph, we are supposed to write the solutions. You can begin this paragraph like this. There are certain measures which can be adopted to attract more visitors to such places. Then comes the first solution with a connector first. And the point is, first, people should be made aware about the importance of arts so that they take out some time during their weekends to visit art galleries. The second point begins with another connector along with that, and the point is, along with that, certain trips should be organized by schools and organizations to keep arts alive. The third point is, in addition, the ticket fare should be reduced so that people of all classes can take advantage by exploring such places. It also begins with a connector, which is in addition. Apart from that is another connector. And our last point is, apart from that, these places should be made more interesting by adding some food corners, exhibitions, cultural programs, 3D movies, etc., so that people do not feel monotonous by seeing same artworks repeatedly. The last paragraph of the essay is the conclusion, which begins like this. In conclusion, although reduction in visitors to art galleries can lead to loss of tradition and culture of a country, yet the solutions mentioned above can be taken to preserve the art of a country. It is the obligation of government to maintain such places and keep it updated so that the popularity of these places do not fade away. The conclusion should always be diplomatic and should be the summary of what we have written in this essay in other words. You can see here the words although and yet are written to make a complex sentence. And it also makes the conclusion diplomatic. That's all for today. Thank you very much.